Stocks are up. Well, oil is not. It's down today, and it's been a volatile week. Average price for regular gasoline, meantime, has been around $2 a gallon. There you see $2.12 today, and it's much cheaper, 50 cents cheaper than it was at this time a year ago. So to the former Shell CEO John Hofmeister, everybody wants to know, as we all plan our vacations, about whether or not that continues. Where's oil going to go from here, John?
Well, I think for the next several months, we could expect more of the same. Fluctuation, volatility, somewhere in the $40 to $50 range. Gasoline prices about where they are now, maybe a little bit lower. It's a good deal for consumers right now, but it's not a good deal for the oil and gas industry because we are not investing to replace existing production, and we are postponing future investments that will create future increased production. So we're going to be headed for shortages in a few years.
Which of those stories that I know you're biased as being a long-time oil man are more important? The strength of the oil and gas industry over, as you say, the long term, or the short-term consumer concerns that we might have in what is a sluggish economy?
Well, I think high-priced gasoline is unfair to consumers. And the high-priced gasoline we experienced during the previous period until this downturn was really too expensive, too high, but it was on the basis of restrictive oil and gas policy in this country and in other parts of the world, where, in other words, we restricted the production of oil by not allowing leasing to occur, by keeping most of the outer continental shelf off limits. And if we continue to restrict access to oil and gas, then we will get back in a position of grossly unfair and very high prices to consumers, probably by 2018.
If we keep going down the road, though, that you described that we're going now, to bring it back to a big story today, which is jobs, is this industry going to be one that really, really lags in terms of job creation, oil and gas?
Well, here's an unreported fact. Nearly 400,000 Americans have lost their jobs in the last 18 months, and you don't hear a word about it from official Washington. Not a word. If 400,000 postal workers lost their jobs, or 400,000 auto workers lost their jobs, it would be the talk of the town. Not a word from our national leaders of either party on the trauma that's been inflicted on this industry because of failed energy policies in this country.
The only thing we hear about is whether prices are up and how it affects consumers, but we don't hear, you're right, about the real people that work in that industry. John Hofmeister, thank you very much, sir.